All right, let's use the power rule of antidifferentiation to determine the indefinite integral. So the power rule basically is the following rule. It's the one that we mentioned earlier that says if you have x with an exponent and you want the antiderivative, then the answer is going to be x to the power of the exponent plus 1 divided by the same thing plus the c. And this works as long as the exponent that you have is not the number -1. So let's see how that rule is going to work in these problems. Okay, in the first example, we have x to the power of 7 dx, and so we have a base with an exponent. According to the rule, I'm supposed to take the base and the same exponent, but then add 1 to the exponent and divide the problem by the same exact things. So 7 plus 1. And also, I'm expected to put a plus c, and we'll explain what the c is in a second. So in any case, this becomes x to the power of 8 divided by 8 plus c. So in other terms, this is 1 over 8 x to the power of 8 plus c. And keep in mind that c is a real number. So the solution of this problem is going to be 1/8 x to the power of 8 plus c. Again, if you want to know if you did the right problem or not, if you did the right thing or not, just take the derivative of the answer with respect to x. So if you do that, then the derivative of 1/8 x to the power of 8 will be 1/8. Then the power 8 comes down, then you lose 1 from the power. The derivative of c is going to be 0 because it's a number, and 1/8 8's go away, we just get x to the power of 7. This is what we started with at the beginning, so that means we did the problem right. Now obviously that last step is not really required. You don't have to do the check unless you're not sure of your answer. So do you think you can do the x to the power of 99 problem? So let's see, x to the power of 99. Pause the video for a couple of seconds. See if you can do the problem with the right notation and everything else. Okay, so if you pause, then you tried it. So here's what it's going to look like. First, we're going to add 1 to the 99, so it's going to be 100. And we're going to divide by the same exact number, and we're going to put a plus c. Another way of writing this is to write down 1 over 100, x to the power of 100 plus c. So it doesn't matter how you write it down, really, they're both the same thing, okay? And so you can pick whichever one is your favorite one and write it down. And again, keep in mind that c is a real number. So usually you have to write that down somewhere on the paper. Since I already wrote it once today, I'm not going to be writing down for this rest of the video. But just notice one thing. I started off with an integral. So in other terms, I started off with the antiderivative of x to the power of 99 with the dx at the end. Those two are basically telling me to do the antiderivative. They're basically telling me to add the power by 1 and divide by the same thing. Once I do that, I no longer write those symbols anymore. Okay, once you do the process of adding 1 and dividing by the same thing, you don't write down the integral and the dx. So this symbol right here is called the integral, and the dx at the end is part of that package. So they come together, they leave together.